Salutations, friends. It is I, said Stevie. And today, we're taking a closer look at this little guy right here from Rosecraft Blades. This is the pocket monster, Sully. You can already see starting off the maker, or the designer, I should say, is Swags. This is a knife that I got from the Apex Pass Around group. Shout out to David Blade Banter over there that runs things. Much appreciated for all the hard work he puts in. And pretty stoked on getting to check this out. It really wasn't on my radar initially, just because looks wise, it's not really my jam, but I wanted to check it out. I had heard pretty decent things about it. And so here we are. Got it in probably about a week ago, and I've carried it a fair amount. Um, some quick specs here. It's not that big of a knife. So you are looking at a 2.75-inch blade. I don't know what the cutting edge is, but definitely I don't think that's a full 2.75. The overall length, I believe, is 6.6. So just shy of a 4-inch handle. When I am back here in the back grip, my pinky is definitely hanging off. But it has this choil here that really allows you to choke up. And at that point, it becomes a pretty comfortable, ergonomic friendly for my big old hands. The blade steel on this is AR RPM 9. You see, it does have a backspacer. This has blue G10 for the handle scales with these purple accents on the pivot collar and the thumb studs. This is the Sully edition, by the way. This does come in a red scale with black blade. You see Rosecraft on the show side there. And like I said, swags and the blade steel on this. Writing on bearings, liner lock. It came completely centered. It has stayed centered. You have a nice front flipper and thumb studs for deployment. Dialed in for the thumb stud or the flipper for sure. Easy access to the liner. Drops. This is my complaint about it. It does drop, and then just a little shake and it's home. You can middle finger flick this, no problem. And you can thumb flick it, no problem. Lefty also, very lefty friendly, no problems. I'm not great at front flipping with my left hand, but can I do it? Not really. But you can reverse the pocket clip on it. Deep carry, not recessed into the scale, but you can reverse this. Flush fitting screws, pockets in and out, no problem. So I mentioned that choil that makes it very comfortable. I don't have any issues choking up here, but with the blade. But the point of right there, the very heel of, see if my webcam will focus in. You can kind of see it there. It's extremely sharp. They sharpened it all the way to the very corner, and when it drops, it bink wants to drop, and it has actually split my thumb open a couple times. So it is very sharp. That's my one complaint about it is if I own this knife, I would knock this edge down a little bit just because or you just need to maybe tighten. I could probably tighten the pivot a little bit so it's not as drop shut. But yeah, that's my one complaint about it. But like I said, ergos are good, no hot spots whatsoever. Very comfortable knife. I was comparing this in my mind all week to the Banter and also the Baby Banter. So it's a little bit closer in size, if you see here, to the Banter. It's the full, not the big Banter, but the normal Banter here. It's similar in size, but real overall size, but similar in blade shape. A little bit bigger. Definitely overall a lot bigger, but the blade is very similar. Excuse me. I can't pause while I'm doing front facing like this. I'm not doing a top down right now because my garage is full of Christmas stuff going on, and that's where I film my top downs in my garage on a little desk in there, and it's just not doable right now. So I figure I'd go old school. My first 100+ videos, I only did front facing, so it's just been a minute. But yes, I do like this knife. It's not for me. I don't think it's something that I'm going to be picking up, but I do like it. I dig it. I've heard from a couple people already when I did the first impressions unboxing video of it. They got it. They love it. I like the jimping on the front flipper. It's very snappy. The detent seems to be dialed in really well. I don't know who the OEM is on this, but being that it's AR RPM 9 steel, I think it might be Artisan. If anybody knows, please let me say something down in the comments. But uh, the only other Rosecraft that I've had in is the little chunk. That knife wasn't for me either, but I like this better than the little chunk. Let's see here. I can actually I can share my screen since I'm doing it like this now. And I have it pulled up here. This knife is absolutely available on Blue Creek Knives. They have this, and they have the blacked out one, or the red scale with black blade available. So this is on white. Or whoa, that was a faux pas. On Blue Creek Knives for $47.99. If when you go to check out, you put in Keister Toast, which is Matisfaction's Blue Creek Knives affiliate code, you get, let's see here, it brings it down to 46.22 after tax, because you get I believe that's a 10% discount or 5% discount, or is it? It's either 5 or 10. I can't do the math there. I think that is 5% off. Maybe it's 10% off. It's right in front of me and I can't even do the math. The important thing is that you use the dopest coupon code out there with one of the best knife online distributors in Blue Creek Knives. But use Keister Toast. Help support Matisfaction. And yeah, I'll leave that link in the description for this. And I got to say, although this is not for me, I can recommend this knife. I think that the only thing I really don't like about it is just that really sharp point right there because it wants to slice you open. I've had no problems carrying this knife. It's been in and out of pocket. It was my unboxing knife for the week. Went through some cardboard. No fine, no fine, just fine, no problems. So there it is. The Rosecraft Blades Pocket Monster. Don't got too much more to say about that. It's a nice little knife, especially if you like front flippers and thumb studs, which is my favorite way to deploy a knife. So it just did it again. Just did it. See, see that? It just did it again. It just opened me up after having that close up a couple days ago. So definitely gonna have to. I've already done it a couple times, but I'm gonna sterilize this knife and get it back going around the pass around group for the next person to check out. But yeah, what do you guys think about it? Rosecraft, pretty dope company. Swags. I have seen a couple of her other knives, the Mylea, the more Mylea, the what was the button lock, the slayback that she did with Kaiser. Those other two, the Myleas, I think were Artisan. And then there's the chili pepper, also, I think. But yeah, Swag seems to be doing pretty good on her designs. And Rosecraft is a pretty dope company. Looking forward to their US production that should be coming in the future. So if you guys like this knife, use the link. Support Matisfaction, support Blue Creek Knives. And yeah, there you go. So that's all I got for you. And it just did it again. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this knife. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And until the next one, I bid you mofos a deuces.